Hello everybody, it's Diego, the Rainbow Star Person, and welcome to this YouTube channel. Today I am talking about divine masculine, divine feminine, and divine balanced energy. First, I will begin with divine masculine energy. Divine masculine energy is based on complete freedom. The definition of complete freedom is honoring the liberation within oneself and others, as well as honoring the free will of all living beings and all of those in soul form. You can find this divine liberation within the entire universe and all of the cosmos. Divine masculine energy basically begins with stage one. In stage one, you are set free by someone else. For instance, when I was an infant, my father honored my free will by allowing me to choose what I would like to do and choose what I would like to eat, thus honoring my free will and autonomy. The next stage of the evolution of divine masculinity is characterized by liberating oneself. See, because peace and freedom and liberation can only be found within oneself. Sure, someone can set you free, but it is more reliable to set oneself free. It's more reliable for me to set myself free by meditating. When I meditate, I free myself of all thoughts. See, because the whole purpose of meditation is to liberate oneself. To liberate oneself of suffering, of delusion, of desires that do not serve us. The whole purpose of meditating is to free oneself. And then the third stage of evolution, which is the last stage of evolution for the divine masculine, is freeing others. See, because when one has set oneself free, one begins to feel the compassion that is necessary to set others free. So one begins to lead mindfulness groups. One begins to lead with compassion. The divine masculine leads with compassion. The divine masculine, in its most evolved form, is there to set others free so that others may achieve this sense of liberation within themselves. One can only be truly free when one has truly let go of what is no longer serving the highest good. And when the divine masculine begins to focus on setting others free, that is when the divine masculine finds purpose. See, the divine masculine is an energy. Just like there is divine feminine energy and divine balanced energy, there is divine masculine energy. regardless of your gender and sexual identity, regardless of your biological sex. You can be predominantly divine masculine, you can be predominantly divine feminine, or you could be predominantly divine balanced. And every single one of us human beings have divine masculine, divine feminine, and divine balanced within us. Typically, one of those three types of energies is more dominant in that human based on what that human prioritizes. If you prioritize complete freedom, it is possible that you embody the divine masculine energy. The divine masculine energy needs the divine feminine energy and the divine balanced energy. Why is this? Because love sets everyone free and peace sets everyone free. See, because one can only be free when one has love and peace within oneself. Once the divine masculine realizes the importance of this is when the divine masculine comes into union with the divine feminine and the divine balanced. Now moving on to the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is based on unconditional love. This means cherishing oneself and others no matter what the circumstance is. This also includes cherishing all living beings and cherishing all of those in soul form as well. See, because that is what unconditional love is all about. It's about cherishing. And what does it mean to cherish? It means to place value and importance in something. See, you value all life. You want living beings to live as long as possible. That's what cherishing truly means. And cherishing those in soul form means that you are honoring the love within all of those in soul form have for you. Let me say it in a more simple way. Basically, cherishing those in soul form means loving those in soul form and accepting and receiving the love that those in soul form have for you. See, many people realize that their ancestors have so much love for them. It is because of this that the divine feminine energy is of utmost importance. The divine feminine energy needs the divine masculine energy and the divine balanced energy in order to thrive and be balanced. See, because love needs freedom and peace in order to thrive. One can truly only love someone when one honors that person's free will and honors the peace within them. That is why love needs peace and freedom to thrive. Now moving on to the divine balanced energy. The foundation for the divine balanced energy is based on universal peace. The definition of universal peace is peace, i.e., calm and tranquility, that is found within the cosmos. Again, the definition of universal peace is calm and tranquility that is found within the cosmos, that is found between me and you. There is peace when one realizes that me and you are part of the same whole universe. That actually, the illusion is that there is a distinction between me and you. Sure, we can have boundaries, and that's important, right? But the whole purpose of the union between the divine masculine and divine feminine and divine balanced is for us as a collective to come to a state of peace and wholeness within ourselves. Whereas the divine masculine is about me, the divine feminine is about you, and the divine balanced is about us. The divine balanced is about us as a collective whole. As a collective in a complete picture. The divine balance is found in many ways. It is quite common for people who identify as gender neutral in some way to embody the divine balanced energy quite well. But it is also possible for those who identify as the masculine gender or the feminine gender to embody the divine balanced energy as well. Same thing goes for the divine masculine energy. It is possible for those of a masculine gender, those of a feminine gender, or those of a neutral gender to identify as the divine masculine energy, predominantly speaking. And same goes for the divine feminine energy. It is possible for someone who is of the masculine gender, the feminine gender, or the neutral gender to identify with the divine feminine energy. Again, it is about what is prioritized. It is possible that one can prioritize complete freedom, in which case that person would identify with divine masculine energy as being predominant. If one prioritizes unconditional love the most, then that person likely is predominantly divine feminine. If one prioritizes universal peace the most, then it is possible that that person is predominantly divine balanced. Also, it is okay not to prioritize anything and to value all of these things equally. That is all right too. Whatever that you feel you resonate with the most is likely the energy that you embody the most. And if you embody all three of these energies equally, that is also equally as valid and important. See, because the divine balanced needs the divine masculine and the divine feminine as a foundation, the divine balanced, in order to become truly divinely balanced, becomes one with the divine feminine and the divine masculine within. Again, the divine balanced thrives from the divine feminine and the divine masculine, setting the foundation for the divine balanced. The divine balanced needs the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. And in order to truly be divinely balanced, the divine feminine and divine masculine energies become balanced within that particular person. And when that particular person is truly balanced within, that person is able to come to this place of peace within themselves. The first stage of the evolution of the divine balanced is when others allow the divine balanced person or energy to be at peace. When you give someone else space to be at peace, you are allowing that person to come to this place of peace within themselves, which is the first stage of the evolution of the divine balanced. Basically, the first stage is receiving that ability to create peace within oneself from someone else. Basically, someone else allows that person to create peace within themselves. For instance, when my friends give me space to create peace within myself, I appreciate it because that allows me to create a sense of calmness and tranquility within me. That is the first stage of evolution of the divine balanced, is peace within the environment and the peace that others grant me. The second stage of the divine balanced is creating peace within oneself. So once another has granted that person that ability to have peace, that person creates peace within themselves. So in essence, by being granted that opportunity to create peace within myself, I create peace within myself, and that is something that only I can do. That peace can be created in a multitude of ways. Through yoga, meditation, mindfulness, being in nature, anything that creates a peaceful atmosphere. So yes, and then peace is created within oneself in the second stage. The third stage is blessing others with peace. So the third stage of the divine balanced in evolution is blessing others with the collective energy of peace. Not only creating peace within oneself, but granting peace to other people as well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Peace out, much love, and may you be free.